Case studies, successful implementation of strategic compliance planning approach. Strategic compliance planning can transform the effectiveness of labor inspections. But how does this approach work in real-world scenarios? The essence of strategic compliance. Before diving into case studies, it's important to understand that strategic compliance is about integrating proactive measures, risk assessments, and stakeholder engagement into a cohesive plan that promotes and ensures adherence to labor laws. Case study overview. We will examine several case studies where strategic compliance planning has been successfully implemented. These real-life examples will provide insights into the practical application of the strategies discussed in earlier chapters. Case Study 1. The Proactive Pivot. The manufacturing sector has long been known for its poor safety record, with frequent safety violations and high accident rates. This has posed a major challenge for both employers and regulators, as it not only puts workers at risk but also results in non-compliance with safety regulations. To address this issue, a strategic compliance approach has been adopted. This approach involves the implementation of a risk-based inspection system, which prioritizes workplaces with a high risk of accidents. By focusing resources on these high-risk workplaces, regulators can effectively target their inspections and ensure that the most hazardous workplaces are being closely monitored. The outcome of this strategic compliance approach has been promising. There has been a significant reduction in workplace accidents, as the risk-based inspection system has helped identify and address potential hazards before they cause harm. This has not only improved the safety of workers, but has also led to improved compliance rates with safety regulations. By prioritizing high-risk workplaces, regulators are able to allocate their resources more effectively and efficiently. This approach allows them to focus on the areas that need the most attention, rather than spreading their resources thin across all workplaces. As a result, they are able to identify and address safety violations more quickly, leading to improved compliance rates overall. In conclusion, the implementation of a risk-based inspection system in the manufacturing sector has resulted in a significant reduction in workplace accidents and improved compliance rates. This strategic compliance approach has allowed regulators to prioritize high-risk workplaces and allocate their resources more effectively. As a result, workers are safer and employers are more likely to comply with safety regulations. Study 2. Collaboration is key. The construction industry has a long history of informal labor practices, which has posed a challenge in ensuring compliance within the sector. This industry is characterized by numerous small, independent contractors, making it difficult to monitor and enforce labor regulations. To address this challenge, a strategic compliance approach has been adopted. This approach involves the development of a partnership program between labor inspectors, trade associations, and labor unions. By working together, these stakeholders aim to improve compliance with labor laws and regulations in the construction industry. The partnership program involves regular communication and collaboration between labor inspectors, trade associations, and labor unions. They share information, provide training and guidance, and work together to identify and address non-compliance issues. This approach seeks to create a more cooperative and proactive environment where compliance is encouraged and supported. As a result of this strategic compliance approach, there has been an increase in voluntary compliance within the construction industry. Contractors are more aware of their obligations and are more likely to comply with labor laws and regulations. This has led to a more stable workforce, as workers are better protected and have improved working conditions. Overall, the partnership program between labor inspectors, trade associations, and labor unions has been successful in improving compliance within the construction industry. By working together and promoting voluntary compliance, this approach has resulted in a more stable and compliant workforce. Study 3. Data-driven decisions. The service industry has been plagued by widespread wage violations, where workers are not being paid the wages they are entitled to. This is a significant challenge because the service industry is dispersed and diverse, making it difficult to identify patterns of non-compliance. To tackle this issue, a strategic compliance approach has been adopted, which involves the use of data analytics. By analyzing data and using advanced algorithms, inspectors can target their inspections more effectively and identify hotspots of noncompliance. This allows for a more efficient use of resources, as inspectors can focus their efforts on areas where violations are more likely to occur. The utilization of data analytics has proven to be beneficial, as it has led to a higher rate of back-wage recovery for workers. By targeting inspections and identifying non-compliance hotspots, authorities are able to uncover more instances of wage violations and ensure that workers are compensated for their work. This not only helps to protect workers' rights, but also promotes fair labor practices within the service industry. Overall, the use of data analytics in addressing wage violations in the service industry has proven to be a successful strategy. It allows for a more targeted and efficient approach to inspections, leading to a higher rate of back-wage recovery for workers. This helps to address the widespread issue of wage violations and promotes fair labor practices within the industry. Case Study 4: Embracing Technology. The topic discusses the challenges faced by a national labor inspectorate with limited resources and how they have overcome these challenges through the adoption of remote inspection tools and online reporting systems. The background of the situation is that the labor inspectorate has a small team of inspectors but needs to cover a large geographic area. This poses a significant challenge as the limited resources make it difficult to conduct inspections regularly and effectively across the entire region. To address this challenge, the Labor Inspectorate has implemented a strategic compliance approach. They have adopted remote inspection tools, which allow inspectors to conduct inspections from a distance using technology. This eliminates the need for physical presence at every work site, saving time and resources. Additionally, they have implemented online reporting systems that streamline the process of documenting and reporting inspection findings. The outcome of these measures has been significant. The adoption of remote inspection tools and online reporting systems has expanded the reach of the Labor Inspectorate. Inspectors are now able to cover a larger number of work sites and conduct more frequent inspections. This has resulted in better compliance with labor laws and regulations. By increasing the frequency of inspections, the Labor Inspectorate can identify and address violations more effectively, ensuring that employers are adhering to labor standards and protecting the rights of workers. In summary, the Labor Inspectorate has successfully addressed the challenge of covering a large geographic area with limited resources by adopting remote inspection tools and online reporting systems. This has led to an expanded reach and more frequent inspections, ultimately improving compliance with labor laws. Study 5: Continuous Improvement. The retail sector is known for its high turnover rates and inconsistent training practices. Many employees come and go, making it difficult for companies to ensure that all workers are aware of and comply with labor standards. This poses a challenge as labor violations can lead to legal issues and damage a company's reputation. To address this challenge, companies are adopting a strategic compliance approach. This approach involves implementing ongoing training programs and conducting regular compliance check-ins. By providing continuous training, companies can ensure that new employees are educated on labor standards from the start. This includes topics such as minimum wage, working hours, and safety regulations. Regular compliance check-ins are also crucial in maintaining labor standards. These check-ins involve monitoring employees' adherence to labor regulations and addressing any issues or concerns. By regularly assessing compliance, companies can identify and rectify any violations or potential risks before they escalate. The outcome of this strategic compliance approach is a more knowledgeable workforce and a decrease in labor violations. Ongoing training programs ensure that employees are well informed about labor standards and their rights, reducing the likelihood of unintentional violations. Regular compliance check-ins help to identify and address any potential violations, creating a culture of compliance within the company. Overall, by implementing ongoing training programs and regular compliance check-ins, companies in the retail sector can better ensure that their employees are aware of and comply with labor standards. This approach leads to a more knowledgeable workforce and a decrease in labor violations, ultimately benefiting both the employees and the company. Linking theory to practice. Each case study demonstrates the practical application of strategic compliance planning principles. By examining these examples, labor inspectors can gain valuable insights into how to tailor their strategies to their specific contexts and challenges. Key takeaways: risk assessment. Identifying and prioritizing high-risk sectors or workplaces is crucial for targeted interventions. Stakeholder engagement, involving all relevant parties, can lead to more sustainable compliance solutions. Data utilization. Leveraging data helps in making informed decisions and focusing efforts where they are most needed. Technology adoption. Using modern tools can enhance the reach and efficiency of labor inspections. Continuous learning. Adapting and improving strategies based on outcomes is essential for long-term success. Conclusion. By analyzing these case studies, we can see the tangible benefits of a strategic compliance planning approach in labor inspection. These examples serve as a blueprint for labor inspectors aiming to enhance their effectiveness and promote a culture of compliance.